sort of a double whammy with you, isn't it? Because you're part of the group that want the hall, and you're also the person that wants to build the houses and the hall at this plot.
That's absolutely right. I'm definitely kind of wearing two hats here for the project, but ultimately the project's all about trying to deliver a new scout hall for the village, which I know is desperately needed, having had a son that's kind of started in Beavers, gone through Cubs and now at Scouts. I've seen the fantastic benefits that Scouts offers for kids, and the Scout Hall will make an enormous difference.
So talk us through the issues then, because some planning permission was granted on a piece of land for some houses, and then it was resubmitted for the Scout Hall as well, wasn't there? Take up the story.
That's right. So the original landowner of the site, he secured planning permission for 4 large houses some time back. We approached him as Laxton Properties to find out what was happening with the site, and that coincided really with our projects to try and deliver a new Scout Hall for the village. And to us it seemed an absolute no-brainer really that the site is immediately adjacent to nearly 30 acres of space at Aston Clinton Park. It's central to the village, and we approached the landowner to say, look, actually, you know, could he gift a part of that site to the Scouts, and then the rest of the development could be enabling development to help that happen. And
so what's the problem then? It sounds all brilliant. What are you moaning at?
Well, it's a good question really. So we've secured planning permission, but we need rights of access over a small strip of land between London Road and the site, and we need the council to lift an old restrictive covenant on the land. And we've approached the council on a number of occasions to do that, and the answer is no, and we don't really understand why.
So they've given me a press release from the Bucks Council's Cabinet Member for Finance, Resources, Property and Assets, John Chilver, and they said the council is very supportive of the Scouts and is not trying to stop the building of a new Scouts Hall in Aston Clinton, far from it. However, this particular site has a long and contentious history. It lies within the Wendover Foothills landscape character area and is adjacent to the settings of the council's own Green Park. The original planning permission was only granted for 4 houses, not a Scouts Hall, but you've answered that, haven't you?
We have. So, you know, we do have planning permission now. So as far as we're concerned, the project is being considered by the local planning authority. You know, they've looked at all the local designations and highways, trees, ecology, all of those matters, and they've considered that it's acceptable. In fact, their own planning department have been really, really supportive of the project.
The concept of a Scout Hall was only introduced recently by the developer, that's you, in what appears to be an attempt to pressure the council into allowing the developer to build a road across land that the council owns. Surely, what surprises me is if you've got planning permission for 4 or 5 houses and a Scout hut, surely the access road would come with it, wouldn't it?
Well, the planning matters are separate to the legal matters. So, you know, you can apply for planning permission on land that you don't own, which is what we've done. Although we've served notice on the council that we will be taking access across this strip of land that they do own. We contacted the council back in 2019 to discuss the Scout Hall and the project and trying to release the covenant and gain access. So this is not a new issue.
And it says we've also offered alternative sites within Aston Clinton to the Scouts.
So yeah, we discussed a couple of years ago with the council when they were originally refusing us 2 sites. They talked about Green Park, but Green Park is on a long lease from Buckinghamshire Council, as we understand it. So there's no opportunity there for us to build anything. And they also offered us a site at Bulls Field, down the other end of the village, and Carol Paternoster, our local councillor at the time, had discussions with the planning department to understand whether that would be a possibility. And because it's outside of the settlement boundary in Aston Clinton, the answer from them, or the advice from them, was that we wouldn't be able to build there.
And then it finishes, we are extremely supportive of such local and voluntary groups, and of course we do all we can to help them create a new hall and a lasting tribute. I mean, what would you like them to do to help?
Well, we've got a project. It's deliverable immediately, if the council can come to agreement with us, we can get on and we can start to fundraise for this project. We built a team to do some fundraising over 2 years ago, and we couldn't really progress with that because until we've definitely got a project, we can't crack on. And we've got a project here. It's completely viable. It's ready to go. We just need the council's support. So we just asked them really just to please have a look at this project on its merits today, forgetting whatever history has gone in the past. Please look at it on its merits, and hopefully you'll see that actually it is a good project and can really deliver a great thing for the Scouts and the youth of our village.
So the full Buckinghamshire Council's press statement is below this video on the website, as is the link to the petition.